All right, y'all. So the Diddy doc, can you hear me, Envy?
Yes.
Oh, I couldn't hear myself. Okay, so the Diddy doc is now out on Netflix. So tried to watch as much of it as I could. I got to about episode 2. So
that thing came out 3 a.m. You was up at 3 a.m?
That's crazy.
And calling people too.
For what?
Because there's a lot of claims in here that before we talked about, I wanted to make sure I talked to the people themselves. So,
that's right, Lauren. Do the damn thing.
As much as I could. So let's get into it. All right. Now, in the first episode, a lot of it is like old, like hip hop war stories, honestly, providing like this foundation of like Diddy and all the things. But one of the parts that I thought was interesting when they talk about Diddy's upbringing, and they're trying to paint the picture of like why Diddy is probably this like monster that everybody's trying to make him out to be. Let's take a listen to number 4.
Sean's household, you start to see all the stuff that you saw in the movies. Janice knew how to throw a party, and the party's packed. You got ladies that look like they're straight out of a Jet magazine. Some brothers up there, you know, if you want to call them pimps, you can. If you want to call them hustlers, you can. You got a member of the New York Knicks. There was a stage in her living room, and that's where we used to have to go and dance. And everybody's calling you baby, and everybody's saying, do that dance. And all of this stuff he's taking in. So from the movie screen to the home screen, these are the makings of Sean Combs. Now, mind you, as a child, Sean was goofy. Kids would pick on him a lot around the block, and he didn't know how to defend himself. Sean was a prince, and Janice, she didn't want no princess.
Yeah.
Who's that from? Who's saying that?
That is...
Sean was a prince, but he wasn't no princess.
Man, get the
You still got a princess kind of now, just a little bit, according to the movie.
Oh, my God.
I bet you 50 would say is a princess.
Who was
That's
narrating?
crazy.
That was one of his old friends, Tim Dog Patterson.
Oh, man.
Who says that, you know, he grew up with Diddy and, you know, was around for a lot of the earlier makings of things. He's featured a lot throughout the documentary as well. But in another part of the documentary, they talk about, they go from old stuff to like this new footage. The new footage is honestly the good stuff. So there's a part of the documentary where Diddy and Groovy Lou are talking about the fact that the legal system is out to get Diddy. Let's take a listen to that.
Just take the blood, man. What the else y'all want? It's a bunch of silly, just silly bullshit. Noise. No sense. But it's like the legal system is doing it now. Because like legally, we got it. It's like I gotta spend money to go and get rid of this bullshit. Oh yeah, they ain't got nothing left. Got nothing left going on. They ain't breaking me though. That's it.
That was Diddy talking?
Yeah, so that was Diddy and that was Groovy Lou. For those who don't know, Groovy Lou is Diddy's like stylist, creative director who's been working with him for decades. And basically what you're watching is them standing outside of the hotel that Diddy was staying in before he was arrested. This is literally like days leading into the arrest. And Diddy's like, I don't care what's happening. I'm not giving up. I'm not going to fight. To me, watching the new videos that are in this, I really don't think that Diddy was registering that he wasn't about to beat, at least I feel like he thought he was going to walk away from this.
I wonder what Diddy holds himself accountable for. I can't wait till somebody can sit down and have a conversation with him and we actually hear what he holds himself accountable for. Because even listening to him talk right there, it's like, yo, the legal system can't get you if you don't give them nothing to get.
Yeah, I haven't seen accountability yet in this. There's actually another clip, speaking of that, where Diddy this is 6 days out from his arrest, and he's in the hotel room with his son and Groovy Lou, and he's talking about the fact that he rode by a Bad Boy building and it was knocked down, and this is the message he took from that. Let's take a listen.
Whole lot of crazy going on. You know, when I saw them knock the Bad Boy building down, like that was crazy to me that wasn't there, which is a sign to me like, time to go to the future. Time to go to the future. That was a little building. Prepare for the building I got ready for you, son. You know what I'm saying? So it was a sign to me like that, but I'm saying that was there like 2 months ago, right? I'm not tripping. Yeah, they wanted there.
Yeah, so he rides by and he doesn't see it there. And he's like, you know what? This is God telling me like something new is coming. Mind you, this is 6 days out from the arrest.
But that Bad Boy building been closed.
He said that he saw it 2 months before that.
But I'm saying it hadn't been Bad Boy's offices or anything.
No, they just
years,
knocked
right?
it down.
They knocked it down.
They just knocked it down.
Oh.
We pass it every day.
Yeah.
But they knocked it down.
Hey y'all, what's up? It's Loren LoRosa letting you know that when it comes to accident or injury cases, Top Dog Law is a name that you should know. Whether it's a car wreck, slip and fall, construction site injury, don't play games with your future. Top Dog Law doesn't settle for those lowball answers. They get you top dollar, period. The call is completely free and you don't pay unless you win. So call Top Dog Law today or hit them up on Instagram at Top Dog Law or visit topdoglaw.com. These are real cases. You get real results. Top Dog gets it done.
Well, another interesting part of this docu-series in the first episode was finding out some information about Misa Hylton that she hasn't even gotten a chance to speak on herself. And I did talk to Misa about this before we talk about this because it's very personal to her. So in this documentary, Erick Surman talks about Diddy allegedly beating on Misa Hylton during their relationship. Let's take a listen to number 2.
I thought it was a genuine friendship until I see that this game is being played. You got an agenda. Misa, he was trying to court her after we broke up.
Sean wants her because Erick was that dude. It was about, I got her, I won her over from him.
He had to have the girl. And Sean has a way about when he gets you, he got you. And now you become property.
Me and Misa was just friends, but he wanted to make sure that there was no calling and me being friends with that girl.
Sean's jealousy, it got to the point where he would put his hands on her. Right outside of Uptown Records. They're fighting in the street, and he's beating her into the car well. She's on the ground. And people are pulling him off of her and separating her. A year or 2 later, they're still together, and Justin is born.
Now, that was 2 voices, so
Yeah,
I know
I'm sorry,
Erick Surman was in the beginning. Who was the one that was saying?
Let me clear it up. So Erick Surman of EPMD is the one that's having a conversation about him and Misa being friends, but Puff thought it was a bit more than that. Now, the second voice is Kirk Burrows, and Kirk Burrows is the person that alleged that he saw this fight situation between Misa and Puff, and Misa. That's not even a conversation she wants to have. She says that right now, she's moved on from all of this. Like, she says it's so disappointing that she was brought up in the way that she was in this docuseries. Number one, she says that they did reach out to her to be a part of it and she declined. And she just doesn't understand why they're bringing all this up now, because it attaches to her. Like, she's doing businesses, she has nonprofits that she's working on, and these type of conversations and stories, because of how big this case is with Diddy, attached to her and what she's trying to do. And she just why? Like, why did I get brought into this? I have nothing to do with you guys' issues.
Yeah, I agree with that. Salute to Kirk Burrows. Nothing but respect for that brother. I don't know him personally,
Well,
but
if you don't, well, he's one of the, they say, co-founders of Bad Boy. He was the one that helped Diddy start Bad Boy. For people that don't know, just know the name, he's the one of the co-founders of Bad Boy.
But why didn't you tell that story earlier in your life, earlier in your career? You probably could have stopped others from experiencing future abuse. Like, you should have told that story years ago, Kirk. Yeah. Like, telling that story now, what's the point? Like, it's just hard to watch people who benefited off Puff and didn't speak on his dysfunction, back then, having the courage, and I put courage in air quotes, to speak on it now.
Yeah, and she also says too that a lot of the Misa says a lot of the way that these things are being told are just not true. Like, chronologically, they're not true. And then also, like, the under the car thing, she says there were things that did happen, but that did not happen. So it's like a pile on of things that are just, the family is experiencing right now that they just don't need.
I just don't know why you wouldn't tell that story earlier.
Yeah.
If you once again, you could have probably stopped future abuse if you would have intervened and said something about it decades ago.
Yeah, even with the Erick Surman situation, and I know Erick Surman, and he's produced stuff on my album for years, but what sense does you saying you dated Misa and then when y'all broke up, Puff started dating? Like,
y'all already had broke up.
Yeah,
he said it like it just seemed like
conversations now.
Like he took your girl, but y'all were broken up.
Yeah, and then the way that the doc is set up and this part around it, they're trying to paint the whole, like, when Diddy wants something, there's no stopping him, from the girl to the career to whatever. But she says that they were just friends. Now, I do have the part of
he tell you that though.
Like, won't stop.
Yeah.
I do have the audio of Erick Surman talking about Diddy swinging on him over Misa allegedly. Let's take a listen.
Now, after all this time, me and Misa is still cool. We was just friends, but one time, she just happened to be in my driver's seat of my truck. And all of a sudden, I heard somebody go, and it's him. He's steaming. He swings on me. So I'm laughing, because I'm like, you swung on me? You putting yourself in jeopardy, knowing you can't whoop none of us. So now I'm like, let's go around the corner, because I'm respectful enough. So he actually gets in the car and we drive around the corner. So I'm about to give him the business. Could have got really ugly, and he just said, "Yo, sit down. I want you to hear something real quick." And that's when he played him in the Biggie Smalls album.
Wait a minute.
Now,
She just happened to be sitting in the car.
Come on now,
Yo,
Eric.
come on,
that
man.
sound crazy, right? Then he swung on you, and you said, then you start talking tough stuff and give him the business. Then he jumped in your car. You gave him a ride to go get him the beats, and then y'all end up listening to music.
Yeah, Misa said that is out of order. I know we got a rap, but she said, first of all,
That sounds crazy, Eric.
He said she
man.
just happened to be sitting in my truck.
No. Diddy swung on me. I laugh. I'm like, 'cause you know you can't whip none of us. Now let's go fight. I'm gonna give you a ride to go fight. And then we're gonna get around the corner and then we're gonna listen to music.
Go play
so
some-
Diddy was
Come
the first
on,
Uber.
Eric.
It was all a dream. That's
Damn.
crazy.
But
You said Diddy just wanted an Uber?
he was the first Uber.
He was the first Uber.
We found out in this first episode.
Damn.
But
that sound
Misa
crazy,
said the Juicy music, the Biggie music wouldn't even have been available to even listen at that point because there was a lot more that needed to have happened first. Like she didn't even have Justin. This was like Uptown days. Like so, she said some of this is very like
That ain't the
fabricated.
strangest part of that story, Miss. Giving somebody a lift to go give them the beats.
Yeah.
And then y'all end up listening to music is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Eric's coming up in the next couple of weeks, but that sounds crazy.
Well,
But
we got a lot of
I will
conversation
say
for
that,
Eric.
that
And my apologies for mixing up the two in the
a
beginning.
lot of the people that Eric were running with, I don't think Diddy would have been able to swing them. They would have dragged Diddy all up and down wherever they were. Like, because Eric ran with some crazy individuals back then. But I don't know. I'm going to drive you around the corner. We're going to listen to Biggie. Everything's cool after you just swung on me and I laughed at you.
Well, there's
And then what happened? Did Misa get out? Or did she get in the back? Or did she?
No, Misa said she got out of there because she already knew what time it was.
And then he
That's
got in
even
the
crazy.
car.
If a man swing on you and then where do you let him sit? You can't let him sit in the back.
Right next
swing
to
on
you.
you again.
Next to
Ride
you.
shotgun too. Get in. You ride shotgun so I can keep my eyes.
Pull over.
Oh, my goodness. All right. That is the latest with Loren. When we come back, we got front page news, so don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Hold up. Every day I wake up.
Wake your ass up.
The Breakfast Club.
Y'all finished or y'all done?